Doc calls this an advanced tramping trek, and for a good reason. It is steep, tough and exposed, but also absolutely epic, with glaciers, ice cliffs and New Zealand's highest peaks all around you. The first part, 2,200 steps straight up to Sealy Tarns. But after that, it gets real. Steep climbs, loose gravel and a bit of scrambling, and views that just get better with every step. And then finally, Mueller Hut, that bold red roof perched high above the valley, rugged and remote. Behind it, Mt Ollivier, the very first peak Sir Edmund Hillary ever climbed. Oh, and the Avalanches. Absolutely insane. So, do you think you are ready for this climb? Let's find out. Today, we head up to Mueller Hut, our last hike for this trip. Now, Mueller Hut is a popular overnight trip in Mount Cook National Park. According to Doc, this route provides a 360-degree panoramic view encompassing glaciers, ice cliffs, vertical rock faces, and New Zealand's highest peaks. It was 5.2 kilometers one way, and you go up and come down from the same route. Doc has labelled this as an advanced tramping trek, meaning that it will be a challenging day. For information, the Great Walks during the Great Walk season were only labelled as intermediate tramping trek. The first part was from the White Horse Hill campsite to Sealy Tarns. The trek wasn't difficult, just steps, steps and more steps. A total of 2,200 steps that goes up, up and up. We lost the sun as well and the weather was just cloudy. Cloudy. It might just be a good thing because the track was quite exposed and I'm sure we would have been melting if the sun was blazing. We didn't stop long at Sealy Tarns, and this was where the trek gets challenging. Not only was it steep, it was also rocky and involved some rock scrambling. And when we finally cleared the toughest part, we stopped for a break and ate our packed lunch, which was an egg, ham, and cheese sandwich packed by yours truly. If you didn't watch our earlier episodes, I mentioned that Kias have the intelligence of a smart 3-year-old child, so I won't be surprised if he comes and steals my sandwich. So you see the mountain behind Mueller Hut. That is Mt Ollivier, and that was the first peak Sir Edmund Hillary climbed, beginning his climbing career culminating in the first ascent of Everest. So we did the EBC and 3 passes trek last year, and seeing Mt Ollivier right in front of me felt like a privilege to the world history in summiting the world's highest mountain. You can rock scramble to the top. I don't think we reached the very top, but we got ourselves to somewhere in the center where you could get a view of the entire Mount Cook village. The Mueller Hut was a basic backcountry hut. It has 28 bunks split into 2 rooms, all side by sides. There were also no taps in the hut. You will have to collect your water from the water tank outside if you want to do any cooking or washing. And don't expect the toilets to be as luxurious as the Great Walks ones. Both toilets were drop toilets, and please bring your own toilet paper. The views around Mueller Hut were crazy. If Mt Ollivier was the backyard, then Mount Sefton must be the front porch. Mount Sefton is the most prominent mountain in the Mount Cook National Park. It's the mountain right in front when you drive into the national park, and also the mountain you see most on the Hooker Valley trek. And the Mueller Hut offers front row seats to Mount Sefton. You can basically sit outside and stare at the mountain the whole day. The views here are insane. What makes it more spectacular is the constant avalanche that takes place on Mount Sefton.
I should is the Korean one. Or the Japan one. More like the Australian one. Not as sour as the Australian one. Yeah,我看到马上就做，没有这样子。
然后回应啊，对不对？
哇，应该不会。没错，不同。感觉是那种。
It was a slow morning. We took our time. There was no rush cause we had the whole day to get ourselves down the mountain. This place, amazing. There's a reason why Mueller Hut is so popular. People ask us why we hike, why we torture ourselves, but this is exactly why we hike. You realize that you don't need a lot to be happy, and this is our happy place. It's a big world out here.
Byebye Mueller Hut. What is this?
In the end, I'm actually thankful for the weather, even though we did not have the clear blue skies like the ones we had the day before. The hike up would have been a lot harder if it was hot and sunny. But instead, it was cloudy, yet did not rain, and so we still get the views. And today, we have this beautiful sea of clouds to accompany us down. What more can we ask for?
Wow. Fish chocolate. Raspberry and New Zealand strawberry. Oh, New Zealand strawberry.
With the Hooker Valley Trek closed until autumn 2026, the Sealy Tarns and Mueller Hut are good alternatives that I would recommend, although they are not for everyone. Do check your fitness level before coming up, because there were people who turned back halfway before they even got to Sealy Tarns. But if you're up to it, Mueller Hut is highly recommended. You can do it as a day trip or book one night stay at a hut like us. I am sure you will not regret it. Rounding up our trip, we stopped by the Mt Cook Alpine Salmon shop on the way out of Mt Cook National Park. They only sold sashimi and no cooked food, so the high country salmon from our previous episode might be a better option if you want to have a proper lunch. It was super crowded when we arrived. Seemed like some tour bus just dropped off a busload of tourists. The salmon was still good. These are king salmon raised in glacier waters and they really tasted very clean. The outdoor seatings will be a nice place to sit and enjoy your sashimi, provided that you don't bump into tour buses dropping off people. I remember we had quite a peaceful time when we came 7 years ago, but this time we didn't stay long and left after we finished our sashimi. And we ended our trip at hot Tubs Omarama, definitely one of the best ways to end a trekking holiday. Thanks for following us on our journey. We will see you again. Remember to subscribe for more adventures from us.